Picture this: you are on a long journey, crossing time zones, and you have a connecting flight in an exciting Asian city. You might wonder, can I step outside the airport, stretch my legs, and perhaps even grab a quick meal or see a landmark during my layover? This is exactly where understanding transit visas becomes incredibly helpful for American travelers. Americans generally need an Asian transit visa if their layover requires them to leave the international transit area of the airport and enter the country itself, even for a short period. If you are simply changing planes and remaining within the international terminal, often no transit visa is required. However, policies vary significantly by country, so always check your specific destination's rules well in advance. The reason for these varying requirements stems from national immigration policies and security protocols. Countries want to regulate who enters their borders, even temporarily. This allows them to monitor visitors and ensure all travelers meet their specific entry criteria, contributing to overall national security and public safety. It is all about maintaining sovereign control over their territory. Applying for an Asian transit visa as an American involves a few key steps. First, confirm if the country you are transiting through actually requires one for your specific itinerary. Many Asian nations, like Japan or South Korea, often allow visa-free transit for Americans staying within the international zone, or even offer short visa-free entry for longer layovers. However, countries like China often requiring a transit visa if you plan to leave the airport, though they do have specific visa-free transit programs for certain cities and durations. Once you have determined a visa is needed, visit the embassy or consulate website of that specific Asian country in the United States to find the official application form and detailed requirements. Next, you will typically need to gather several important documents. This almost always includes your valid United States passport, which must have at least 6 months of validity remaining beyond your intended transit date. You will also need your confirmed flight itinerary showing your arrival in and departure from the transit country, proving your onward journey. Often, 1 or 2 recent passport-sized photographs are required, along with a completed visa application form. Some countries may also ask for proof of hotel bookings if you plan to stay overnight, or even an invitation letter if you are visiting for a very specific purpose during your transit. After compiling your documents, you will submit your application, usually either online, by mail, or in person at the embassy or consulate. It is crucial to pay attention to any associated fees and accepted payment methods. The processing time can vary greatly, from a few days to several weeks, so applying well in advance of your travel date is highly recommended. Many countries have dedicated visa processing centers or websites that can guide you through the submission process, making it clearer and more straightforward. An important distinction to understand is between an airport transit visa and a regular transit visa. An airport transit visa typically allows you to stay in the international transit area of the airport without entering the country. A standard transit visa, however, grants you permission to briefly leave the airport and enter the country for a limited time before continuing your journey. Additionally, many countries, notably China, offer specific visa-free transit programs for varying durations, such as 24, 72, or 144 hours, for passengers with confirmed onward tickets to a third country. These programs often apply only to specific entry ports, so checking the exact rules for your planned city is essential. Always double-check your airline's requirements too, as they might have additional rules for allowing you to board. By taking the time to research and prepare for your Asian transit, you gain peace of mind and the flexibility to truly enjoy your journey. Understanding these visa nuances ensures a smooth transition between flights and potentially offers you a delightful glimpse into a new culture, transforming a simple layover into a memorable part of your adventure without any unexpected hiccups or travel delays.